Hello, children. In the previous class, we had studied the word problems of LPP. First type we have completed, and the first type was manufacturing problem. What we did was, manufacturing problem was used to determine the number of units of different products that should be produced and sold by a firm when each product requires a fixed manpower, machine hours, labor hour per unit of the product, warehouse space per unit of the output, etc., in order to make maximum profit. So you might have come across the word maximum profit, formulate in order to make maximum profit. So that you can see in manufacturing problem, and you might have seen that the question will start as a manufacturing company. It produces some A or B items, or it makes two rackets or two or three types of rackets. So whatever it is produced or made, that we had written as column wise. Okay, the same thing. Now today we are going to deal with the second type of LPP for the word problems, that is diet problems. Now, in diet problems, what we are going to do is we have to determine the amount of different kinds of nutrients and the constituents that should be included in a diet, such that the cost of the diet is the minimum. That means here my objective function, it will be the cost of the diet. In manufacturing problem, it was profit. Yes, that was the profit, maximum profit. That was your objective function. So here we have to check with the cost of the diet is minimum, and it contains a certain minimum amount of each constituent of nutrient that we are going to see. That means the diet, it should be minimum, and it contains certain amount of each constituent or nutrient. Okay, so we'll see the first question. The question is, a housewife wishes to mix two different kinds of food. Now here she is going to mix two different kinds of food, that is P and Q. That means she mixes two different kinds. So I can write that as column wise. What she is going to mix, that is food P and food Q. Clear? Next. Next, what it is given? In such a way that the mixture contains at least 10 units of vitamin A and 12 units of vitamin B. See, whenever it is at least, we will be writing at the last. Okay. So here something is given for vitamin A and vitamin B. That means they are our constraints. So I'll be writing that constraints in row wise. So I'll be having this as vitamin A, vitamin B and vitamin C. Now according to the question, we will fill the following table. So the number of units of the vitamin in 1 kg of each kind of food is given below. It is given that vitamin A or food P contains 1 kg of vitamin A and 2 kg of vitamin B and 3 kg of vitamin C. Okay, food P contains 1 kg of vitamin A, 2 kg of vitamin B and 3 kg of vitamin C. So that will be writing accordingly in the table. So it is 1 kg of vitamin A, 2 kg of vitamin B and 3 kg of vitamin C. Similarly, it is given that your food Q contains 2 kg of vitamin A, 2 kg of vitamin B and 3 kg of vitamin C. So that again we'll be writing as this one here. 2 kg of vitamin A, 2 kg of vitamin B and 1 kg of vitamin C. Is it clear? Then Again, what they have given is, now check for that at least. What it was? For vitamin A, it was a mixture contains at least 10 units of vitamin A, 12 units of vitamin B, and 8 units of vitamin C. Okay, so 10 for vitamin A, 12 for B, and 8 for vitamin C. So accordingly, that we can write 10 for vitamin A, 12 for B, and 8 for C. And whether it was mentioned at least, yes, at least means what? At least, that is minimum 8. Minimum 8, that means I can have more than 8. Okay, minimum 10, that means I can have 10 or more than 10. So for whenever you have at least, I have to make use of the inequality greater than or equal to. Clear? In manufacturing problems, it was given as at most. So for at most, we used their less than or equal to. Okay, that is at most, that was the maximum here. But now whatever is given is at least. So we'll be writing this as, it will be greater than or equal to 10, then greater than or equal to 12, and greater than or equal to 8. And also it was given that the 1 kg of food P, it cost rupees 6, and 1 kg of food Q, it cost rupees 10. Okay, that was given to us. Find the minimum cost of the mixture that will be produced. We have to find the minimum cost. So what is my objective function? Objective function is my cost. So I'll be writing it as at the down, that is cost. Minimum cost for food P is rupees 6, and for Q it is 10. Clear? Till this, is it clear? If this you are able to draw, then everything of this problem is solved. That means you will get surely 4 marks, because this is the main thing. Okay, then the rest is to draw the graph and all. So here we had got the objective function. So now we are going to start with how to write that problem. So we can say that let the mixture contains x kg of food P and y kg of food Q. We had been given the total cost as, so that cost we are writing as a function, and that function is given to be z is equal to 6x plus 10y, and this all were the constraints, vitamin A, B, and C. So how can I write, and how can I formulate this system? So minimize z equal to 6x plus 10y, subject to the constraint x plus 2y greater than or equal to 10, 2x plus 2y greater than or equal to 12, that is same as x plus y greater than or equal to 6. Then 3x plus y greater than or equal to 3, and x greater than or equal to 0, and y greater than or equal to 0. This is what is the formulation of the given system. If the question comes for 2 marks, it will be just formulate the given LPP for getting the minimum cost. Okay, so in that case we have to just write down till this and stop for 2 marks. Now for 4 marks we have to solve this graphically. Next step is to solve it graphically. So graphically, first we'll see this is x greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. That means in which quadrant will be my physical region? Yes, correct. It will be only in first quadrant. The rest I won't have, because both are greater than or equal to 0. That means it is only in this first quadrant. Clear? So my first step is to check solution, the first quadrant. Then the second inequality is x plus 2y greater than or equal to 10. X plus 2y greater than or equal to 10. So for that, we have found the point in order to get that given line x plus 2y equal to 10. Okay, consider the equality to draw the points, to plot the points. So we have plotted the points. Okay, and since it is greater than or equal to 0, that means if I substitute x as 0, I'll be getting x and y as 0, that is 0 greater than or equal to 10. Is the condition true? The condition is false. If the condition is false, then the region will be away from the origin. Okay, in the first part we have seen this was our region. So for the first inequality we have got, it will be this part. Okay, this part. So this part would be there for feasible region. Clear? Now check for the second equation. Second equation will be considering as x plus y is equal to 6. It is x plus y equal to 6. Plot the points and see how it is. So same again, put x and y as 0 in the inequality and you will get 0 greater than or equal to 6. So whether the condition is true? No, it is false. Okay, so which was the line for x plus y equal to 6? This is the line. Yes, it was, this is the line for x plus y equal to 6. That means which will be the region which will satisfy common region? I'll be having common region I'm saying. Okay, previously this I have got the region. Now using this I'll be getting this as the region. Okay, now next, third equation, it is 3x plus y equal to 8. Same, plot the points and check which part should be the region. So put x and y as 0, I'll get 0 greater than or equal to 8. False, that means again it will be greater than, that means away from the origin. Now which was the line for it? Line is here, this line. Okay, 3x plus y is equal to 0. So which will be my region, common region? I'll be having the common region as this part. Okay, this is my part. This is the common region. Whether this is clear? That means only this will be my feasible part, that is actual solution. So see how I have marked the feasible region. I'll be getting this as a feasible region. This is the actual solution of the given problem. Whether the region is bounded or unbounded, it is unbounded. So that should be always kept in the mind, whether the region is bounded or unbounded, because we have two types. Okay, now after finding the region, next step is to determine our corner points. Okay, so I'll be having the corner points 1, here 2, 3 and 4. Clear? So my corner points are, I have marked it as A, it is 10, 0, B 2, 4. B 2, 4 should be calculated by using the two equations, that is this and this equations I have to solve to get the point of intersection. Okay, the next point C, it is 1, 5. 1, 5 again. To get that point of intersection, I have to solve this equation and which one? It should be this. Only then I will get the point of intersection C1, 5. Then next point is D 0, 8. Clear? So after finding the feasible region, we have checked which are the corner points. After that, what is the duty? What we are doing? We find the value of z, that function, objective function. So substituting the points, values of x and y in the given objective function and find what it is. So in the corner points a, b, c, d, we have the value of objective function z. We will get as at point A it is 60, at point B it is 52, at point C it is 56, and at point D it is 80. Clear? Now the question was to minimize. Minimize, that means I have to find the minimum value. So in this, which is the minimum value? Yes, 52 is the minimum value, right? So 52 is the minimum value we have. So 52 is minimum value at which point? It is at 2, 4. Clear? But should I stop at here? No. Why? Since the region is unbounded. If the region is bounded, I can stop here and I can write minimum it is 52 at points 2, 4. That means 2 kg of your food P and 4 kg of food Q should be produced. But since the region is unbounded, I cannot stop here. So what should be done after finding the minimum value? What we should do is, in this 6x plus 10y, I have to give 52 as a value. Okay, and I have to check that whether is there any common region for the inequality and the feasible region. Okay, so what we are going to consider is, as the feasible region is unbounded, we need to draw the graph of the inequality, that is 6x plus 10y less than 52. Is that clear why it is less than 52? We got 52 was the minimum. Okay, now I have to check whether is there any value where I will get the function is minimum. That means that value is less than 52. Okay, so for that we are writing the inequality as 6x plus 10y less than 52. Is that clear? Less than 52. Okay, so just give the points and you will see that the equation for that we can mark it in the in the graph, and that should be drawn with the dotted line. So instead of this, I can write as 3x plus 5y less than 26, and after plotting the points, I'll get this is the region for inequality 3x plus 5y less than 26. Since if I put x and y as 0, I'll get 0 less than 26. In that case, it is true. Since it is true, that means it will be towards the origin. Okay, that dotted line, for that the region will be towards the origin. Okay, so this was my feasible region, and for that unbounded we have found that for 3x plus 5 less than 26, this is the region. That means, is there any common thing? No, only the point which was common is here B 2, 4. That means I can state that the minimum value of z is 52 attained at the point 2, 4. Okay, and that is the end of the problem. So what we can say, the minimum cost of the diet is 52 when 2 kg of food P and 4 kg of food Q are mixed. Okay, Hope this is clear to you. Okay, go through the question and then write in your notebook. Okay, the same question you write in the notebook. I'll be giving homework attached with this file. Thank you. Hope the question is understood. Thank you.